Welcome back to the grounded method. When people think about power, they usually think about speed, explosiveness, or hitting harder. But in my experience, real power doesn't begin with a punch. It begins much earlier. It begins with how the body organizes itself before movements even start. Today's practice uses nothing more than a resistance band. But the band is not there simply to make the exercise harder. It is there to create information, to challenge how the body organizes force, rotations, and balance. Let's get inside the practice. So let's observe the movement carefully. Everything begins in a stable, combat stance. The feet are grounded, one leg leads. The body is relaxed but ready. The resistance band already creates gentle tension before I move. The entire body begins organizing around that tension. My front hands remains extended, almost like a jab. Not because I'm practicing boxing, but because this position helps create directions. Now the movement begins. The front foot steps back. The hips begin to rotate. The trunk follows. The shoulders transmit the rotations into the arms. Finally, the hands press against the resistance of the band. Notice something important. The movement doesn't start in the arms. It starts from the ground. The force travels through the feet, the legs, the hips, the trunk, the shoulders, and finally reach the hands. The body is working as a one connected system. Now observe the return. Many people focus only on producing force, but the return is equally important. I don't allow the bands to pull me back. I guide the movement. The body gradually slows itself down. This is called decelerations, and deceleration is one of the most overlooked qualities in movement training. Without good decelerations, there's no real control. Without control, power becomes inefficient. Every repetition becomes an opportunity to organize, accelerate, absorb, and reorganize again. That continuous cycle is what develops resilience movements. One of the reasons I enjoy using resistance bands is because they constantly ask questions. They change the amount of tensions through the movement. That means your body has to adapt continuously. You can't simply rely on momentum. You have to organize yourself again and again. That is why this is not just strength training. It is awareness training under changing conditions. Many people believe power is about producing more force. I see it differently. Real power is the ability to organize force, produce it when needed, absorb it when necessary, and remain stable throughout the entire process. Nature works like that. Trees don't survive a storm because they are rigid. They survive because they organize themselves around changing forces. Perhaps our bodies should learn to do the same. If today's practice changes the way you think about strength and power, we will continue exploring more movement principles in future episodes. Because grounded method is not about collecting exercises. It's about understanding how the body creates efficient movements. Remember, power doesn't begin with force. It begins with organizations. I'm Leo Diaz. Thanks for watching. Move better, feel stronger, stay grounded.